Right, you're going to love this. I've got 3 massive Celtic stories for you today, and the last one is the real bombshell. We're talking boardroom drama, a legend of paradise on the move, and a transfer twist that could change everything. Stick with me right to the end, hit that subscribe button, and let's make sure every true Celtic fan gets this in their feed. Well, here's a wee story that's got more twists than the road to Fort William. Big Ben Siegrist, our former keeper, has come out swinging about his time at Celtic, and he's not talking about shot-stopping, mate. He's talking about what went on behind closed doors. Signed under Ange in 2022, never really got the gloves warm, and when Brendan came back, he told him straight, "You're not in my plans." Fair enough, you'd think. Except Siegrist says he had not one but 2 moves lined up, both times ready to pack the bags, only for the board to go completely silent. We're talking 4 weeks without a reply to a team playing European football. That's not just dragging the heels, that's nailing them to the floor. And it's not like these were tin pot offers from the lower leagues, and one of them was from a side chasing a league title and playing in Europe. Imagine being told you could go, doing all the chats, sorting all the details, and then finding out the folk upstairs just didn't bother answering the phone. That's not just unprofessional, that's like telling someone they've won a trip to paradise, then sending them to Ibrox instead. Pure cruel. He's clear there was never any beef with Brendan, always respectful, but the message from the gaffer and the message from the suits upstairs, completely different. And if you've ever dealt with folk who nod to your face, then do the opposite, you'll know exactly the kind of frustration he's talking about. Twice he was told he could go, twice the door was slammed without warning, in his words. It was like a kick in the teeth. Now he's away in Italy with Genoa, on loan from Rapid in Romania. But you've got to wonder, if the board were playing games like that with a player who wasn't even in the plans, what does that say about how things are being run at Paradise? So tell me, if this is how the Celtic board handles business behind the scenes, how much faith can you have they're getting it right when it comes to the big decisions? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's giant loudly till we hit 500 mad Celtic daffs. Odsonne Edouard, the French Prince of Paradise, the man who made it look easy against them from Govan, now on the brink of packing his bags at Crystal Palace. Reports say Nice are in advanced talks to take him back to League One for around £5.2 million, and by the sound of it, Eddie's all for it. He's already knocked back a move to Girona, so clearly the pull of the Côte d'Azur's got more appeal than sunny Spain. You'll remember what he gave us: 87 goals in 179 games, trebles, cup finals, and that swagger that had defenders falling over themselves. He left in 2021 for 15 million quid, Palace buzzing after he scored a debut double. But since then, it's been a bit of a stop-start story down south. Now he's into his last year of contract. Palace don't fancy losing him for nothing, so this summer's the time to cash in. And there were wee whispers about a shock Celtic return, but Brendan's already poured cold water on that, saying Eddie's not on his radar. He knows the player, but it's about finding the right fit for the team we've got now. Still, admit it, a wee part of you would love to see him back in green and white, wouldn't you? So here's the big one. If Edouard really wanted to come home, would you take him back in a heartbeat? Or is that chapter in Celtic's story already closed for good? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's giant loady till we hit 500 mad Celtic dafts. Right, here's one to get your mind whirring. Jamie Vardy in the hoops, charging about Paradise like it's the King Power in 2016. The man's a free agent now, fresh out of Leicester. And there's been chatter of Italy or even a short spell with Crystal Palace. But Nigel Martin's come out and said it's straight. Nothing better for Vardy than linking back up with Brendan Rodgers, this time in Glasgow's East End. And you can see the logic. The guy's not just about raw pace anymore, though he's still got enough to leave most SPFL defenders looking like they're running in treacle. He's clever, times his runs to perfection, and doesn't live in the offside trap like some strikers I could mention. Imagine bringing him on after 70 minutes when the opposition's legs are gone. The last thing they'd want to see is Vardy grinning at them like a fox who's just found the henhouse. Of course, he wouldn't be the only striker linked. There's been talk of Giuseppe Ambrosino from Napoli, but Antonio Conte's playing it cagey. Sounds like he might just keep the lad in Italy to learn behind Lukaku and Luca. Fair enough, but it's another case of close, but not quite for us. And as for Sondre or Yasaita, that ship's sailed. We had a £4.4 million bid knocked back. Twente have gone in heavier, 5 million rising to 7 with add-ons, and now he's in the Eredivisie smiling for the cameras. He says he's buzzing to play in front of their supporters. He's missing out on 60,000 in paradise, but that's his loss. So here's the question for you. If Vardy is there for the taking, proven in England, still sharp as a tack, and with a manager who knows exactly how to use him, is there any reason on earth not to make that deal happen? Or are we about to watch another opportunity drift away while Sevco sits there praying we don't pull the trigger? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's giant lady till we hit 500 mad Celtic dafts.